name's Anna. Welcome to Home and Garden with Anna. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video where we got to the family room styled out. There's still a few things that we need to do in there. I need to get to the polyurethane to get the feet done so that I can get those put on the sofa. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll make sure to link last video in the cards up above so you can go back and watch that. And then Ernie and I ordered the frame for the TV and it's due to be here on the 26th. So I'm excited about that. And then I'm in the market for some fabric lampshades that I will be adding a little bit at a time. Those are going to be here and there because they're expensive. Also, they're coming tomorrow doing all the electrical for the office. So I'm so excited the office is getting done, the electrical is getting done, and then the following day they're going to come and start the install. So we have something exciting to look forward to. I'm very excited. But Ernie's outside doing yard work right now and just finished breakfast. We are, so I need to get the kitchen cleaned. We're gonna do a little bit of everything today. So for those of you who don't like housework, you don't have to watch. But we need to do some housework and I need to get that library cleaned out. Like I need everything out of there. The rug, the furniture, everything. Thankfully Ernie's here to help me with that. And we're going to put everything here in the dining room. So we're gonna have to move the table. And it's gonna be kind of a mess in here while that's happening and I'm okay with it. I'm so excited about the library. So excited to get that done. Also, if you are not familiar with the community tab, I put a community post up reaching out to all of the locals and surrounding areas that I want to put together a meetup. And I think about 8 to 10 of you guys said yes, that you are into it. So I'm super stoked about that. If you have not seen that post, if you could just head over to the community tab on my page and answer yes or no if you're interested, that would be great. I'm going to give it about another week and then I'm going to see how many people, which will determine the location. And then I have to go talk to the person that owns the location and see if they are into having it, which I think they will be very happy to do it. I have 2 locations actually that are local to me in mind, and it's just a mingle. So I'm going to have some light hors d'oeuvres and some beverages, just a meet and greet and hang out, and I'm hoping to do it at one of these 2 places so we can shop too. So shop and talk, I guess, right? I think that would be really fun. And so for those of you who are in Florida, yes, eventually I will definitely be doing one there as well. So keep that in mind. Anyway, so we have lots to do. We have to do that. And then what else was there? Something else that we needed to do. We needed to get that done. Oh, and Ernie and I are going to barbecue today. So I think we have to head to Costco to get something to barbecue. And I'm looking forward to not having to go to the store and buy meat all the time. My daughter-in-law and I are going in on a cow. So I have to look for a small freezer, like a deep freeze, to put in my garage before we do that so that I could make sure I have the room for it. But I'm really looking forward to that because it will eliminate, that. And then it'll free up the space in my freezer for all the other things that I love to make and freeze ahead of time. But anyways, I got lots to do. Let's get busy. I'm really looking forward to that meetup. Hopefully we can get everybody to show up on the same day. So now I am in the process of figuring out what day is good, and I will definitely be posting that on the community tab and possibly Instagram. I didn't post on Instagram, but I should have probably done that as well. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to go ahead and just get the housework done. I know that some people just don't like housework, but you know what? It's part of my channel. It's home and garden. It's what I do. And for many of you, it motivates you and gets you going. So I am happy to share with you all. So we're just going to get that done. We have a lot to do to prepare for this library install. They are here right now as I'm doing this voiceover, doing all of the electrical, and tomorrow they start the install. So I'm very excited, as I mentioned, for this. I have lots to do to prepare for that. I'm still shopping for things, so I'm hoping that I'm able to get things quickly so that I can do a styling video soon after it's installed. But in the meantime, we'll be shopping together and, doing hauls and that kind of stuff. I'm looking forward to fall. We have some cool weather this week, which is very welcomed. We actually have 2 nights where we're going to get down into the 50s, which is lovely, but not to fear because we will be back into 70s overnight lows in just a couple days after that. So we're not in fall yet, but I am looking forward to that weather. I can tell the sky's changing, the sun is changing, and fall is definitely coming, and in the air it's approaching quickly. My trees are identifying as fall right now. Their leaves are turning yellow and orange, and then they fall off, and then they're green, and then I don't know, they're just confused, I guess, by the weather, as am I. But I am looking forward to fall weather. Fall is beautiful in Tennessee. We have cool days and cool nights. It's just perfect in spring. I'm not a huge fan of winter, and I'm not a huge fan of the hot summer. But I am a fan of summer activities, just not summer weather, especially August. However, I will say August has not been as hot as it has been in past months, or I'm sorry, in the past year. So that's nice. I feel like last year it was it was awful, and we have had a few of those days, but no different than where I came from in California. We got hot there too. So the humidity has not been bad at all this year. So I don't know if we still have that coming or what. It's only my second year here, so I'm not, familiar with the trend, if you will. Anyways, so we are just getting the kitchen cleaned. I love these pans. I know a few of you guys reached out and wanted to know where to get them, or if I had the link, and I shared that with you, and hopefully you guys are loving them too. I just took an SOS pan to the ridge around the top because it had that yellow grease kind of thing, and I didn't want that to start getting baked on, so I was really careful to just make sure to keep it on the edge and not on the interior. Although they are scratch proof, but I don't think for an SOS pad. Ernie and I found out this weekend that we are going to be grandparents to grandbaby number 8 this coming March, so we are very excited about that, and we are hopeful that we're going to hear about grandbaby number 9 sometime soon. So if you guys could keep my oldest son and his wife in your prayers, that would be lovely. I have a story about that to share, but I'm going to save that for another day, and it's about how good God is. But I'm going to save that for the pregnancy announcement because I know it's coming. I know he's going to bless them. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the table down. I'm going to be moving all of this. It's kind of hard for me to turn my space into a hot mess, but it's got to be done because, they can't build a library with all the furniture in there. So this is the only place I have to put it. But I wanted to give everything a good wipe down and get the floors mopped before I start dragging furniture in there. Ernie and I are having a really nice Saturday. He was watching football. You're going to see him sit down and watch football, and the guy doesn't get time to do that ever, and it's football season, it's preseason, but he had missed the game the night before, and we had recorded it, so I said, sit down while I do the housework and watch the football game. So he was doing that, and he started feeling guilty because I was moving the furniture. He wanted to help. I was happy to have his help. I mean, I did expect him to help me with the large things, and he, of course, was going to. But he was feeling guilty sitting there watching football while I was doing all these things. And, he knows me. He knows that that this is just how I roll. But he also did all the yard work on this day and was really tired and had taken a shower. And, it was kind of a casual day. So I got some housework done, and then I said, we need to run to Costco, and I want to get that done early. It was busy there. Oh my goodness. And so we ran to Costco. I'm going to give you guys a haul here in just a minute, but the coffee station needed a deep clean. Every once in a while I take this basket and empty it out, and there's always coffee grinds and sugar grinds in there. And then I needed to descale the Keurig. I shared this on Instagram, but I don't know why I have never thought of doing this before. I get tired of having to fill up a mug and then empty it, and fill up a mug and empty it while it's, descaling. So I said, well, let me just elevate it and put it over the sink and let it just drip in there, and all I have to do is keep pushing the button. And that is exactly what I did. So there you go. There's your tip for the day. It worked out wonderfully. Anyway, so we're going to get that cleaned, get the coffee bar all put back together, and get the kitchen finished. I feel like the kitchen, it is the heart of our home, so it gets the most use. And so I feel like I'm always cleaning the kitchen, even when it's just me at home, because I am, I do cook for myself every now and again. But it's just, with making coffee and, maybe some toast or what have you, it still gets messy, and I feel like it's always in need of a good clean. So may look repetitive because you guys see me do it all the time, but you have to let me know in your home, is that besides the bathroom, I feel like the kitchen is something that's constantly needing a good wipe down. Okay guys, we just got back from Costco. I'm going to give you a little haul. I picked this up, this vegetable shopper. It was on sale for $14.99. A guy that was there said his wife got one and she loves it, so yay. Got some little potatoes for dinner tonight and some green beans, and we're gonna barbecue some steaks, and I got some seedless grapes, and then we picked up a bottle of Josh Cab, and then this Petite Syrah, which is in Lodi, California, so we're excited about that. And then this is the stuff that we're gonna use on the feet, the polyacrylic, and we got it in the clear matte. So we got a couple of bottles of that. And then we got some feed and wax for our coffee table. So we're gonna be doing that too. We're having a jazzy cleaning sesh. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Wanted to touch on my 12 Months of Flowers by Robert Ferber. I have 3, not 2. A couple of you guys have suggested that I put both of my Robert Ferbers together, and they're not together because they were purchased at different times, different places, and I love them. By the way, and I think it's great you guys have them too. I think they're just beautiful. I have a couple of small ones too on my bookshelf that's right outside my bedroom. But I think that was a great suggestion to put them together. Also, the third one is of the pears, and that is on the opposite wall of the one in the living room. So I'm going to be moving that one to the location right outside the kitchen, and then I'll move the watercolor over behind the lamp. But I'm going to place it in such a way that it makes sense, because now that table and lamp are there to stay. And that's another thing I forgot to mention really quick is Ernie, we did not have time. We meant to take those tables to go get the marble tops put on them, and we did not have time over this weekend, so now we got to wait a couple weeks, but that's coming soon too. Anywho, those tables are staying where they're at, so I need to fix the art so that it makes sense, because it does not make sense right now. It's behind the lamp, and I didn't move it before because I knew that that table was going to be temporary. I wasn't really sure on the placement of it, so I knew it was going to be temporary, so it just didn't make sense to change, put holes in the wall. But now it makes sense to find their permanent home. So thank you to you, the two of you that suggested that, and bringing that attention to me. I did have plans to move my art. I did not have plans to put those two together, but that is a great suggestion, so I want to thank you guys for that. Anyways, now the office is all clean. I keep calling it the office. I have to keep remembering to call it the library. Anyways, so Ernie he did the legs on the ottoman, and then he said, you know what, I have time for 4 more, and he ended up getting the legs on the chair, and then he said, I have time for more, so he did the ones on the, he would have done all of it, except for we didn't have room to flip that sofa, so he got the ottoman, the chair, and the love seat done, and then when the library is all done and I get all the furniture taken out, I'll be able to flip that sofa over and take the legs off and get the new feet put on. But look how beautiful it looks, you guys. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, it completely changed the look of the sofas just by lightening the feet up. And you can see here, the one on the right is with the finish on it, and the one on the left is raw, and it just made such a huge difference. So now I'm just slapping on that wood conditioner and rubbing that in really good. This wood was really porous, so it dried very quickly. Not that it stays wet, but it didn't have like any kind of oil feel to it or anything like that. It just gave the wood the vibrancy that it needed, woke it up, and it just looked really rich in the end and beautiful. So I just love how it brought out all the knots and all the imperfections. It just gave it so much character. So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the music. I'm really enjoying the jazz. Ernie and I are huge jazz fans, so anytime I get an opportunity to play jazz and listen to it while I'm editing, I do it. We're just finishing this day off with barbecuing. I'm going to go ahead and get some little red and white potatoes cut up, and then I'm going to add some garlic powder, some onion powder, some paprika, some salt and some pepper and olive oil. Get those tossed and put onto a cookie sheet. And then I'm going to do the same with some green beans, except for the green beans I'm just going to do olive oil, garlic, and I have the jarred garlic, and salt and pepper, and I'm going to put that on the cookie sheet alongside the potatoes and get those in the oven at 425 until they are tender, both of them. These potatoes cook very quickly, so it's okay to put them alongside the green beans. They both come out perfect when I do this. So we're just going to do that, and Ernie's going to barbecue some steaks, and we're just going to enjoy the rest of our evening. The weather was absolutely beautiful. It was a perfect night to open a bottle of wine, barbecue, sit and enjoy each other's company. We're super excited with everything that's coming. We're so excited to share it with you guys. I know you guys are looking forward to it too. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Do not forget to subscribe and make sure to click that bell so you never miss a video when I upload. Thanks guys for staying till the end, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!